What's happening, people? I hope you're all well. So, Jonathan Rice beats Guido Vianello by a 7th round TKO, and that's because the doctor stopped the fight because of a cut to Vianello, which was caused by a right hand that was landed by Jonathan Rice. Now, the referee tried to make out that that was a accidental headbutt. I never saw an accidental headbutt in the fight. From what I can remember, Jonathan Rice landed a right hand in I think it was the 6th round, and then all of a sudden Vianello had blood. So from what I can see, it was most likely caused by the right hand. I never saw an accidental headbutt in the fight, but either way, Jonathan Rice, Jonathan Rice came into this fight late notice, weighing in the 270s. He's weighed a lot lighter than that before, and I was thinking to myself, this could be a real hard fight for Guido Vianello, because I've seen Vianello look vulnerable before. Jonathan Rice has actually beaten unbeaten prospect Michael Coffey, so I actually thought this could be a hard fight for Guido Vianello, one he could potentially lose, because he could have lost against eBay, but that was given a draw. And he's looked vulnerable at times, he's looked vulnerable against eBay, he looked vulnerable even against Jay McFarlane, he looked a bit vulnerable. He looked vulnerable against Makhmudov in the amateurs, so I thought this was a fight he could lose. But he was actually performing better. He was performing better against Jonathan Rice, but I think some of that may have been to do with the fact that Rice took the fight on late notice, and Jonathan Rice can be underwhelming at times. So I thought that was something that was potentially something to do with the performance. So Guido Vianello was doing well. Jonathan Rice was being very good at getting out of the way of punches, and he was landing the odd punch. Guido Vianello probably winning the fight. And then Jonathan Rice lands a right hand. The doctor in the next round stops the fight. And the referee tries to say it was an accidental headbutt, which I never saw. Perhaps trying to give Guido Vianello the win, because Guido Vianello, the home fighter. Even though Jonathan Rice is American, the fighter who is trying to be built up by the promotion is Guido Vianello. And however, it seems that it turns out that it was given as a punch, and Jonathan Rice gets the win. So not too surprised about this, not too surprised at all. Guido Vianello, he's got technical skill, a bit of power, but he does seem a bit vulnerable, and it was the vulnerability that got him. At the end of the day, I think he got stopped against Makhmudov because of a cut. I think against Kingsley eBay, I think he got a cut, and then in this fight here, he got a cut. He also looks vulnerable in terms of the physical strength aspect. So it's going to be a tough one for Vianello. What's going to happen with Vianello now? He's just lost against a fighter with 6 losses. It's not the end. It's not like anything terrible or anything. But these days, taking a loss against someone who's got multiple losses can really damage a fight with regards to how whether a promoter is looking to work with that fighter anymore. So is Guido Vianello going to find it hard to get another? Is he going to find it hard to get opportunities off the back of this loss, or is he going to still be backed by promotionals? Are promoters still going to want to work with Vianello? Because he obviously looked vulnerable in this fight, looked vulnerable against eBay. Are promoters going to be put off by this? But either way, Jonathan Rice gets another win against an unbeaten prospect, and Jonathan Rice, I think he's going to struggle to be backed by promoters because he's got the amount of losses that he's got, and he does tend to be a bit inconsistent with the performances. So I think he's going to struggle to get backing by a promoter, but he's probably going to find himself in some money fights. He's probably going to find himself in some fights where he can make some money, probably be a bit of a gatekeeper, a bit like Kevin Johnson style. And on his day, he could probably, upset a few prospects, which he's already done. So what do you make of the fight? And what do you make of Guido Vianello going forward? Do you think he's going to struggle going forward now to get opportunities by promoters? And Jonathan Rice, where do you think he goes from here? Let me know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I make a new video, and I'll see you on the next video.